No puedes jugar boxeo es presentado por SEYER, la marca que desde 1930 viste los puños de los campeones. Por The Aquino Destinations, destinos de ensueño.
Le doy las gracias, ¿no? La gracias a Dios primeramente, de que me tiene con vida y salud. Estamos bien concentrados, bien agradecidos por esta oportunidad que se nos está presentando, de presentarnos nuevamente en Estados Unidos, y estamos con bastante ánimo y con mente positiva.
I'm very excited to be back, especially on such a big card, another big card, Andy Ruiz versus Ortiz in LA at the Crypto.com Arena against such a tough opponent, you know, and I'm very excited just to be back and put on another great show. Feeling great, man. I'm feeling super excited. I always knew I would be here, so I'm just taking it step by step. You know, I feel even better that I'm fighting a number 2 ranked fighter, a great fighter, and with a lot of heart and experience. I think it'll open doors and give me more leverage to ask for these big fights, and people can take me more seriously and look over at my way and see me as a top 5 contender.
Bueno, en esta división me siento cómodo, me siento bien, me siento tranquilo en este peso, contento de estar en una división en la que hay bastante boxeadores competitivos. Estamos haciendo el trabajo con el favor de Dios. Estamos trabajando fuerte para seguir el objetivo, que es coronarnos campeón nuevamente en esta división, en la 135, y nada, estamos haciendo trabajo para salir adelante. Que para mi concepto, siento que cada pelea es una pelea diferente, es una pelea nueva que uno va a tener. Ya lo que se hizo en el pasado quedó en el pasado, ahora estamos en el presente, y el presente es lo que importa. Así que pienso que a base de mi experiencia y todo mi boxeo que tengo, siento que puedo salir ganador en esta pelea.
You know, I don't think I can just win a close fight. I gotta win in impression fashion or potentially knock him out, and I'm very confident that I can do that. I've seen some of his film, and I watched. Actually got a chance to spar Machado, one of the guys to beat him and knock him out when he was world champion, and I know how I did against him, and so I'm very confident that I can do so, and I can't wait for September 4th. Great fight. If you've been following me on my career, I've been asking for Zach Cruz before he fought Tank, and if after I beat Corrales, hopefully they can make that fight happen. I know me and my team are down to do it, so I'm hoping his team and himself are down to do it. He gave him a good fight. But you know, he didn't win. People are praising him like he won and like he's just a great fighter. But you know, that's okay. I think that's good for him, for his career. But when he comes against me, it'll be a totally different fight. Well, my reaction, I knew I would win. I was feeling really strong through the whole camp, and I knew once I caught him, I would eventually hurt him. I just didn't believe I would catch him so early in the fight, but it happened, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the result, and I hope to do that again September.
Un oponente un poco más, un oponente más difícil que él, con más trayectoria, con más experiencia que él, pero a ningún boxeador yo he menospreciado, y siempre que subo al ring siempre subo positivo y confiando en mi preparación, en lo que voy a hacer. Así que si menosprecié a mi oponente, siempre es algo positivo y siempre salgo a todo lo mejor de mí. No sé el que piense de mí.
I actually, the fight before Vargas, I fought a lefty in Minnesota, Austin Dulay, and I actually stopped him in the 4th round. I dropped him like 4 or 5 times, and I landed at a super high rate, extremely high rate. Go check the fight out, and it'll answer all your questions. I think at one point I don't even know what I was landing, but he wasn't landing much of it on me. And I put a beating on him. I'm good with lefties, and the thing is, my jab will be in his face because he's a lefty, and I'm a lot longer than him, and that's where it's all gonna begin. And then I'm gonna close it off to the body and finish up top.
Yo no espero nada. Él tiene que esperar bastante de mí, ya que él es el que lo están ascendiendo. Yo soy el que voy hacia allá. Así que yo me estoy preparando fuerte, voy sin temor y a mi objetivo, que es ganar.
No, sí, claro, yo pienso que Corrales merece el respeto de mí y de la prensa, que es un gran peleador y no lo podemos overlook him, y tenemos que tomar esta pelea muy seriamente y no preocuparnos de Pitbull Cruz, de nadie más y solo de Corrales.
Siento que se están apurando a los hechos. Hay un compromiso al cual hay que cumplir, tanto él como yo. Yo también tengo bastante futuro por delante. Y mi carrera yo no soy un escalón de nadie, si es que lo están pensando así. Así que siento que y le doy el mérito al muchacho también que también es subiendo, y he visto también todas sus peleas, y también estoy estudiando todas sus peleas que ha tenido con Justin, con el otro, con, ¿cómo se llama el que es de México también? Vargas. He visto otras peleas que ha tenido anteriormente, y sé que es un boxeador de cuidado y un boxeador de respeto. Así que la pelea no va a ser fácil, sé que la pelea no va a ser fácil tanto para mí, tanto para él. Ese ya que dice que maten en la cara, tiene que tirarlo, porque somos dos boxeadores, somos dos boxeadores zurdos, y ahí se va a tener que ver quién va a ser mejor. Porque somos...
Awesome, excited to be a part of a great card. I mean, just hearing Valenzuela and Corrales talk, man, you know, I'm just excited. It's gonna be a great night of fights. All of the fights actually have Mexicans in them. So it's going to be a great night of fights, and you know, I'm just excited. The name Abner Mares, it brings a lot to the table. So you know, I want to just take advantage of the opportunity that's given to me.
Everything's good, man. Just happy to be on this card. Happy to be back. Period. You know, be fighting again. I'm just overjoyed with you know, good gratitude more than anything towards a lot of people that made this happen, and I can't wait for September 4th, because it's a comeback that, you know, I've asked for a while, and it feels even it's more meaningful because it's in hometown. It's here in LA, so no, I can't wait. It should be a good one. Good question and fair question, and people should know that once you get to a certain age, certain point of your life, speaking of, you know, age, getting older, obviously you got to train different. I train smarter, not harder. I know it's the same, but it's true. You know, I can't do the same things I used to do. I am sparring younger fighters, but I can't go toe to toe with them. You know, I got to be smart. I got to do what I got to do, but at the same time, get the great condition that I need to, put in all my experience into the ring. And it's been a tough training camp. I'm not gonna lie, because I've been out for so long, 4 years and a half to be exact. And but what I'm doing this camp in most camps I've never done really is enjoy it. I'm really just enjoying myself. I'm making progress. I'm enjoying my time with my family. Every time I spar, my kids, my wife, my friends come and see me spar. Because, you know, I take this as possibly my last fight. So I want them to enjoy it with me. And it's just, it's one of those opportunities that you know, hardly ever get after 4 years. And I'm trying to make it a memorable one. Abner, because that's putting pressure on myself I don't know, it's just too much pressure. I don't want to put that pressure on myself. I said it at the press conference, you know, at the Andy Reese and Ortiz press conference. I'm not calling out no one. I don't want to fight the best right now. I'm taking it fight by fight, and you know, it is what it is. It's just Miguel Flores in front of me. I'm gonna enjoy this fight and then take it as it is. You know, we'll see what happens after that.
Miguel, for you, that's what I said. The name, just the name, even though he's been out for a while, the name Abner Mares, still has a value, you know, it brings a lot to the table. So, you know, like Abner said, actually, you know, I'm taking it fight by fight. You know, I got to get past him in order to get bigger fights. So right now our focus is, you know, in Abner. Like people say, he's been out 4 years, but you never know, man. Rest does you good. You know, you never know. He may come out feeling fresh. You know, these training camps are harder. So I'm sure these years that he's been out, it's been helping his body recuperate. So I'm expecting, you know, the best version of Abner Mares, and I know he's a true veteran. We're also veterans. I'm 30. I just turned 30 a couple of weeks ago. So me myself, I almost have 30 pro fights. So I'm a veteran myself. So that just shows you're gonna have two, experienced fighters. I've competed in the world class level. I've fallen short, against Ramirez and Leo, but I've been there. So every time I know what it takes. So we're just excited, and we're gonna give the fans a great show.
More than anything, because I think I waited a year after my injury. I did try to go for my license, but then my family and people around me said, what, why bother, Abner? You're retired, you're good, because I am good, I'm blessed, I am good where I'm at right now. So that kind of stopped me from continuing to pursue my what I wanted to, which was to come back. And then when I went and applied for my license, the California license, it was a lot. It was a lot. I had to go through a lot of doctors, people saying that I might not be able to. So it was a process. So yeah, of course, it crossed my mind that maybe I would never get the opportunity. Maybe they will vote against me getting my license, but it was quite the opposite. Thank God I got the okay, the approval, and I'm here, and I'm taking fully advantage of it. I'm training 100%. I'm training. I'm just enjoying this camp, training really well, and like I said, I'm treating this like I have been ever since because this is not my first detachment. I had a detachment back in 2008, if you guys knew. And I was able to make a career after that. But now and ever since, I always saw my every fight as possibly my last fight, so on. But I did make a career out of it. So this fight, I'm seeing it as my last fight. So I'm gonna go out with the bang. I'm gonna go out with on my shield, and I'm gonna put a performance for all my fans, my family, my siblings. Everybody that's gonna be out in LA at the Crypto Arena. Mid last year, because of the COVID issue, everything we had to do through Zoom, emails. I did go see physically two commissioner retina specialist, aside from my doctor. So it was just a process, that obviously any fighter that's been injured, especially the seriousness that they took it really professional, and I just followed instructions and just waited for my turn. It took them a while to understand that it wasn't something that I just wanted because financially or it took them a while to understand that it was something personal, something that I wanted, but at the same time, but like that, we don't want you to get hurt, I'm like, I'll be good, baby. I'll be good, girls, to defend myself. So they understood. As a matter of fact, today I had a sparring session and they were there, my daughters and my wife, and to see my little one to say, give me props and be like, Dad, you did good today. Give me crazy questions.
That's I think people have mentioned it to me, but to me, Abner is a target. I don't just want to focus on that. What if that doesn't work? What if he's good on his eye? Well, he should be good on his eye. No, like I want to target his body. He's been out. I want to see how his body's doing. He is the target, so I'm not even worried about that. Like I said, people don't realize, man, having a couple of time off, it does your body good. So I'm sure Abner knows. Man, I like, to be honest, I tell people, Abner's a grown-ass man. He knows what he's doing. Like, he's not going to put his life in jeopardy. So, no, his eye's not a target. I mean, I'm targeting him. He is the target. I'm targeting his body, and I'm not even worried about that. That's not even, something we're worried about right now.
Training, and for me, the older fighter and the one that's been out, I mean, it's just really is timing. Aside from the stamina, I'm gonna get ready regardless. I'm gonna do my conditioning. I'll be ready for 10 rounds, but it's the timing more than anything for me. The reflexes, finding your distance, and we saw that against last weekend, Danny Garcia, what he did. After 2 years, his timing was there. So it's just a matter of sparring a lot. And that's all I'm worried about. My timing, really. The conditioning, no concern because I train 100% to always be in shape. That's very good back there. So basically, my my motivation is just to go out on my shield, go out on my own terms, not to be the fighter that, hey, he retired because he got injured. No, I want to be remembered as Abner Mares. After 4 years, he comes back and he puts on a spectacular show and he wins, and he calls it quits, and that's it. I went out on my own terms. I went out on my shield, and that's pretty much why I'm doing this. Yes, of course, the fact that when I got, when they pulled the plug, basically because of my injury. I had unfinished business with Tank Davis. I was going to fight Tank Davis, a great fight. And people can still talk and say that you would have lost. No, at that time, I would have beat Tank Davis. Probably a Leo Santa Cruz rematch. A lot of fights that, at that age, at that time, I could have done. So, yeah, maybe that motivates me as well. But like I said, I'm taking it fight by fight.
He was right. He was saying basically, I'm fighting a living legend, and he's right. Winning world titles at 18, 22, and 26. Shit, some of us can't even do it at one weight, and he did it at 3. So that tells you a lot about Abner. But then, as far as sometimes it may be good to not look too good in your fights, because I hope they're not thinking that I'll be an easy fight. We've obviously had some rough nights against Eduardo Ramirez. That's one of my worst nights in my boxing career. But I'm always grateful for PBC and the opportunity. This will be my 3rd pay-per-view event. So I hope they're not thinking that I'll be an easy fight, because on my best night, I've beat some good solid opponents, and I know what I could do. Sometimes as your team will see you and like, man, if you could pull this off fight night, it'll be the perfect night. And I'm hoping, come September 4th, it'll be that perfect night. And I hate to ruin Abner's plans, but we're going to LA looking to call it an upset. Instead of a comeback, it'll be an upset for Abner, and we're looking to go in there and possibly knock him out. Sí, no, pues como dijo Ernesto, estamos peleando con una leyenda viviente. Pues obviamente Abner es campeón, fue campeón mundial en 3 divisiones, 18, 22 y 26. Muchos de nosotros no podemos ni siquiera una división, y él lo hizo en 3, entonces eso no es nada fácil, pero a la vez, pues, dicen que tal vez yo sea una buena para que él se retire, pues estamos ahí para arruinar los planes. Obviamente, pues no he tenido unas buenas noches. También cuando peleé con Eduardo Ramírez fue una de mis peores noches de mi carrera, pero pues siempre agradecido con la empresa que nos siguen dando oportunidades. Esta sería mi 3ª por pago por evento. Entonces es hora de tomar pues hacer las cosas posibles para llegar con la victoria y pues arruinar los planes de Mares, darle un bonito retiro para que pues ya no quede con ganas de regresar al boxeo.
Pues la verdad me siento muy bien, estoy a punto de empezar a entrenar, estamos muy motivados de este gran reto y esperando que se llegue el 4 de septiembre para dar una gran pelea.
Todos, pues me siento muy contento por esta nueva oportunidad y bueno, nos estamos preparando como siempre para dejar todo arriba del ring y bueno, el público va a ser el ganador y vamos por la victoria nosotros. No le vamos a quitar el mérito a nadie, al contrario le agradecemos igual a Eduardo Ramírez la oportunidad de querer aceptar el reto ante nosotros y bueno, pues muchos piensan que es un peleador fácil. Yo no lo veo así, yo al contrario lo veo un peleador muy complicado, muy completo y bueno, nosotros nos estamos preparando para ir a ganarle, para darle una bienvenida a la división de las 135 libras y bueno, yo quizá que el Pitbull Cruz va a hacer lo propio, va a ir a dar la pelea y por la victoria.
La verdad estamos trabajando en este reto, como lo comentas, vengo de pelear con una gama de peleadores de alto rendimiento y la verdad Isaac está igual, él trae una buena racha al igual que yo y me siento muy motivado y la verdad sí me siento capaz de dar una gran pelea y sobre todo de buscar la victoria ese día 4 de septiembre. Yo todas las peleas, todos mis compromisos los tomo con la seriedad que se debe porque somos unos profesionales dentro de este deporte y la verdad es un trabajo y claro que no le quito méritos a Isaac, la verdad yo siento que es la pelea más dura que conlleva mi carrera, no menospreciando las anteriores, pero como lo comentan también es una nueva visión para mí, es un nuevo reto y soy una persona de retos, me gusta estar compitiendo al máximo y y esta no será la excepción. De salir con un resultado positivo ante la pelea de Cruz, claro, eso es obvio que vendrán grandes retos y esperemos que así sea, estamos trabajando para eso.
Totalmente, ahora sí que nosotros estamos trabajando para poder adquirir una nueva pelea contra Gervonta Davis y bueno, sé que para poder obtener esa gran oportunidad nuevamente tengo que ir ganando, que ir tumbando a todo aquel peleador que me enfrente y bueno, yo voy a hacer lo propio para dar una nueva pelea contra él y bueno, ahorita enfocado en Eduardo Ramírez, que es el oponente en turno y bueno, nosotros vamos a llegar al 100 para traer ese campeonato mundial plata a México, aquí a la Ciudad de México.
La verdad, vamos a ir por pasos, no nos vamos a adelantar a decir o a hacer planes. Bueno, soy ese tipo de persona, yo primero me gusta ir haciendo las cosas como están, como se van dando. Espero un resultado positivo, como lo vuelvo a repetir, y de ahí pues, va a haber tiempo y podemos pensar, va a haber muchas opciones después de qué es lo que podemos hacer con mi carrera y vamos a tomar la que más nos convenga. No está cerrada ninguna opción. Claro que puedo volver a las 130 libras, pero si hay peleas de más nivel o de más interés, por decir así, claro que me quedo en la 130 o en la 135, perdón. Pero igual sí me costaba un poquito de trabajo dar 130. Mi cuerpo ha ido evolucionando y más que nada por eso tomamos este desafío de subir a la 135 porque he venido llevando una buena evolución y esperemos que quede claro, que quede bien demostrada el 4 de septiembre, el día de la pelea contra Isaac.
Pues yo no me cierro a ninguna oportunidad. Ahorita yo estoy enfocado en el oponente que es Eduardo Ramírez, pero como lo he dicho, le va a llegar su momento a Ryan y que pues que no comances porque pues cuando ya esté la pelea asegurada pues que no la vaya a tirar como es costumbre ahora de Ryan.
La verdad va a sonar como un poco arrogante, pero no sé, me da igual, grande, chico, a final de cuentas es una pelea y te tienes que adaptar a como sea.
Totalmente el madurar, el adquirir más experiencia y bueno, es lo que la gente todavía no se da cuenta que cuando yo peleé con Tank Davis no llevaba la experiencia adecuada y bueno, ahorita ya la estoy adquiriendo y bueno, cuando se llegue su momento de enfrentarlo nuevamente vamos a estar más conscientes en todos los sentidos y con más experiencia y más fortalecidos mentalmente.
No puedes jugar boxeo. Fue presentado por SEYER, la marca que desde 1930 viste los puños de los campeones. Y por Aquino Destinations, destinos de ensueño.